welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing some of my favorite Canva Pro features that I think really makes it worth it to purchase the Canva Pro subscription. I have had the Canva Pro subscription for about, I'd say almost a year now, and I do think, even as a designer who has the entire Adobe suite, I do think it's a really helpful tool. And there are some things that I actually use in there, even though I know how to use all of the Adobe programs. So I do think that it is helpful not only for people who, don't do designing as their everyday life, but also for real designers, little features that can just speed up the process of designing. And yeah, also the people who just want to use it as a tool for their business and want to set it up to have the best success for their business. Okay, let's jump into it. Okay, so I am in Canva now and I have just a plain story template open, and I just want to show you guys the first tip and feature that is actually really amazing, and that is the background remover in Canva. And this is only for the pro users, but it's amazing. I use this on the daily, and I do think it's actually better than the Photoshop background remover. So I use it because it's quick and it's efficient, and I don't have to worry about going in and editing out all of the little details. So I really like this a lot. Let's actually just say a woman or whatever. Right, so let's say you have, for instance, this woman and you want to remove the background of it. You just go edit image and then you just click on the background remover, and as you see there is a little crown, which means that it's only for pro users. But then you just click it, you don't do anything, it just renders, and it just takes a little while, and once it's done rendering, it removes the background so seamlessly, which I love. Right, here you can see that the background is all removed, and if I zoom in, you will see that it literally does the little hairs and everything, which it won't do in Photoshop. Photoshop is not this accurate. And yeah, this basically works for anything. It will work for logos, it will work for photos, graphics. You can literally do this with anything, and I just think this is a really useful tool, especially for designers who have a lot of design work to do, website design, when you have to take out product to give them a transparent background. I just think this is a quick and easy way to do it, and yeah, I would definitely recommend using Canva Pro for this feature. Right, then the second tip is downloading as a PNG format. And this is something that I think you can now actually do as a normal, just a normal free subscription, but you can't actually save the PNG with a transparent background. And once again, the background remover and this goes hand in hand. I do think the background transparency tool is really important and super useful to download. So for me, when creating elements for the videos, or I don't know, any client stuff that I just want to pop it into over a presentation or whatever, I just think it's super useful to quickly do this. If I want to put a photo in a presentation of someone, I just go on here, take out the background and download it with the transparent background, and it's all done and dusted within 3 minutes time. And I don't have to spend my time sitting there editing out of the little pieces and then saving it out in Photoshop. So I do think that having the Pro feature for this tool is amazing. So you just check the transparency background tool here, and you will be able to see that when you download it. I can quickly show you. You'll click download. And now if I go into my downloads and I open it up, you will see that it does have a transparent background, which is really nice. Okay, then the next feature is downloading as an SVG file, and this I think is super helpful. yeah, so I can just take a graphic and just import it, right? And you will be able to see that you can change the colors here at the top. That usually is a good indication that it will work well as an SVG file. But if you don't know what an SVG file is, maybe I should start there. An SVG file is basically just like an editable file. So someone can download it here and then import it into something like Illustrator, where they can use it as like a vector file. And this is really helpful for if you, let's say you have a logo, or someone designed a logo for you, but you don't have the open file, and then you want to do more designs, and now this designer is asking you for the open file or for an editable file, then you can just easily pop it in here and just download it as an SVG, and that's really useful. Or if you want to manipulate it even further, let's say you have this design but you want to take out the sun or the building or whatever, it's so much easier when you have an SVG file. So you also just go download, and then here at the bottom you'll see there's an SVG file, which stands for Sharp Vector Graphic, and then you can just download it. You can also put on transparent background, I think that helps. And then if you download it, then you download it, and you will see once it is done here, I can actually open it up in Illustrator, and you can see that it is now an editable file, which is amazing. So I want the sun gone, I can just go in and delete the sun. So I think this is a really cool tool to have, and a very useful way to find some elements without having like various subscriptions to element sites. So yeah. Okay, so now I'm here on my design page, which I will leave a link to it in the description so you can download my templates. But yeah, I do think it's really easy. So I'm just going to take this little picture here, and let's say we want to resize it into a story format. I do think it's actually really nice because you can literally just have the thing open, and then you click resize, and then you can just change it, and it's literally just as simple as that. It copies it, it resizes it, and now you can literally just download this as a story template as well. I do think this is really nice for batching content and making sure that the content that you create for your business can be shared everywhere, especially if you're a busy business owner and design is not your first priority. I think this can be really helpful just to make sure that you are still being active on social media and using your designs to the best of their abilities. The next tip that I think is super helpful, especially for business owners, is the content planner, which is only for pro users. And I think this is really nice to make sure that you schedule your content in advance and you don't have to worry about your content. You can just sit one day, do all of the content for the month, and then it will go out on its own, which is really nice. So let's say, for instance, I want a post to be scheduled on Saturday the 12th, then I just click, and I can now, go in and decide on which photo or thing I want to schedule. And I just say, let's say I want this design to be scheduled, then I could just select the channel that I want it to go onto. Obviously I'm not connected at the moment. You write your caption, and then you just click schedule post, and it will go out on its own on that day. I think this is really helpful, especially for business owners who are just starting out. Obviously eventually you will upgrade to better platforms with more features, but I do think as a start out, this is really nice. The next feature that I think is really nice is the brand kit feature. Now, obviously, in the brand kit feature, you can use this as like on a free subscription as well, but you can only have a limited amount of elements and color palettes and fonts on there. So I think it's really nice. You can just import your brand logos in here, and you can title it and say CP Designs or whatever, and then at the bottom you have your color palettes, and you can just add in your custom colors via the hex code, and then it will be there when you are designing. This is also such a time saver, and I think it's amazing for the amount of time that you can save not searching for colors and making sure that it's always there ready to go when you want to start designing. Then the last feature linking to the brand kit feature is the font uploader feature. This is probably my second favorite feature of Canva Pro, and that is that you can actually upload any of your own fonts. I think this is really nice when you have your own business and you have a set corporate identity with custom fonts or whatever. It can be really nice, and you can just import any font that you want to use. I usually get all of my fonts from Envato Elements, which I will also have linked down below. They are also amazing, and I would definitely recommend signing up to them as well. I think the two in combination is really good. As you will see, a lot of the fonts that I have uploaded in here is on Envato Elements as well. But yeah, I do think it's really nice. So I just import any font that I want to use in my designs. And then when I go ahead and I create a design and I import some text, you will see that I have all of my custom fonts right here ready to start designing, which I think is super helpful. And then once again, I can just show you the brand kit colors will be here as well. So that is really nice, and I just love all of these features. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it and that it was insightful and told you some of the reasons why you should get a Canva Pro subscription. Now I'll have a link to Canva Pro subscriptions down below in the description bar. I would really recommend getting a Canva Pro subscription. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys again in my next video. Bye guys.